It's your girl, and I'm back, y'all. And I'm back, y'all. And I'm blickety, blickety, blickety black, y'all. First of all, happy Black History Month. I've missed you guys down. I've missed you guys so freaking much. So sorry for the disappearance. I came down with not only the flu, but bronchitis. Your girl was up in the hospital for a few days. It was real it was getting real desolate over here, baby. Literally, as soon as the snowstorm started, I want to say maybe out here in PA, like 2 days after the snowstorm started, I started getting really, really sick. And then everybody else in my household got sick. But I knew it was getting bad because my daughter and my dude and my man was literally getting better and I was getting worse. Like, I felt like the bottom of somebody's shoe. Had to go to the hospital. Got admitted to the hospital. Was in the hospital. It was so bad. I also have asthma. So, like, my asthma was also, like, all over the place. I couldn't even breathe. It was a whole situation. But I missed y'all. And even after I got out the hospital, I was, like, still really struggling, you know, like, just trying to get better. So I didn't want to hop on camera till I was, like, fully, like, a whole lot better. Like, I was in and I could give y'all the energy that y'all deserve. So, I missed you guys so much. So, we're here for what the fuck are we talking about? What are we not talking about, bitch? Do you know how much shit I missed talking about with y'all since I've been gone? So much shit has happened since I've been gone. And we're going to go through a lot of it. I don't know, child. I don't know. But how have y'all been, though? How are y'all doing? Get in the comments. Tell me. How are y'all doing? Are y'all good? Is y'all family good? Are y'all healthy? How did y'all handle the snowstorm? Baby, let me tell you about that snowstorm. Yesterday, it was 50 degrees out here. And the snow was just now starting to melt. When I'm telling you, the snow was absolutely ridiculous here. I mean, next level ridiculous. It ain't been that bad since like 2011, 12. It was terrible. How did y'all ride out the snowstorm? Get in the comments. Tell me what y'all think. But let's not waste no time. Let's get to the shits. So, okay. Let's start off with the Cole album because the one video I did do, I said that when I got back, I was on J. Cole's ass. Now, my sentiment has calmed down a little bit since that video because, of course, I was sick as hell. I ain't have nothing else to do. So I listened to the album. So, the fall off. Okay, J. Cole, the fall off. First of all, I think it said that it was projected to do like close to 300,000. I said, I know that's right. I know that's right, Jermaine. I know that's right. But if you want to ask my opinion, I'm going to give the fall off a 7 out of 10. To me, it was typical J. Cole. Now, I want to be real with y'all. I'm not like the biggest J. Cole fan. Now, to be fair, like when J. Cole was like first coming out, like in the beginning, like the mixtape, what is it? Friday Night Lights, Born Center, baby. I stood the Born Center album. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I don't care. I went the fuck up for Born Center. Obviously, 2014 Forest Hill Drives is classic. But once he dropped like For Your Eyes Only, I was like, okay, what are we doing here? And then KOD, what are we doing here? Okay. And then the off season wasn't that bad. I feel like I'm definitely missing some albums in between there and stuff like that. I know there was like some other mixtapes. But I feel like the fall off to me, this is how I feel about J. Cole. I feel like, especially if we're talking about like the quote unquote big three, I think that J. Cole is the best lyricist out of all three. I think I walked away. The one thing I did walk away with from the battle or whatever, outside of his How Could You Apologize was, I mean, regardless, J. Cole can still out-rap both of y'all. I'm sorry, he can't. He's like, when I'm talking about pure lyrical ability, not song-making ability, not artistry. I'm just talking about pen to pad, the ability to do metaphors and similes and like just the pure art form of lyricist. To me, J. Cole is the best out of the big three. And I honestly think it's not even that fucking close as far as I'm concerned, right? However, when it comes to song making ability in artistry. That's why a lot of times J. Cole kind of falls like slotted third, just because to me, he doesn't do the best job of that. And so I feel like with the fall off, to me, it was just like a confirmation, kind of, not even confirmation, but a continuation of that, which is that J. Cole can rap his ass off. Like, nobody's fucking with his pen. Like, he raps extremely, and I want to emphasize this, he raps better than 99.9999% of the field. He will clean you niggas up, okay? Pen to pad. However, J. Cole's music a lot of times, for me personally, just doesn't have a lot of replay value. So, to me, that was just this album. It was really good rapping. I understood the story that he was trying to tell with the first disc of him being 29 and the second disc of him being at 39. I just felt like, number one, I get it was a double disc, but I don't think it needed to be. I felt like a lot of those songs could go. The song I hate the most is Let Out. That song is fucking terrible. I hate that song so much. But I do like, I guess my favorite song would be like Who the Fuck Is You, which is the song that he kind of like teased at the end of whatever that one single that he put out or whatever. Again, with that single, right? Great rapping. Love the concept of him talking about his life, like, you know, going in reverse. But is it something I'm going to go back and listen to? Probably not. And that's really just all it gets down to with J. Cole. J. Cole's a great lyricist. He's a great rapper. But a lot of his music, like I said, it does not have a lot of replay value. And if y'all watch Sean C did this a long time ago. I wish I had a screenshot of the diagram that he did, but he did a perfect diagram. He was talking about the difference between Kendrick, Drake, and Cole. And with Kendrick, he was like, when it comes to Kendrick, because all his stuff is really good, you just have to kind of like put it in order. So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. You just gotta kind of like mix his own albums in and out of order within themselves. With Drake, it's more so like this. It's like he's just all over the place. Like, you can, but the thing is though, you can get some really high highs with the Drake, but you can also get some really low lows with Drake, and then you can also get some shit in the middle. Like, he's genuinely all over the place. You just don't know what you're gonna get with him. And then when it comes to J. Cole, he's like this. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what it is, which is, it's cool. Like, the rapping is amazing, but in general, it's cool. I just think that, again, J. Cole doesn't, to me, J. Cole reminds me a lot of like, he reminds me like a lot of battle rappers, when, you know, battle rappers like Loaded Lux and Mook and Hitman Holla and Freaky got it. Y'all, first of all, my baby daddy Sue Surf is about to get out. I'm so excited. I love Sue Surf so much, right? But all of these people can rap really, really, really well, but they just don't know how to put a song together. They're not great at putting together a song, and that is J. Cole's problem to me. So yeah, I thought that album was cool or whatever. None really to write home about. I knew it wasn't gonna really be his last. Now, he said it's like probably like his last album, but he'll probably still pop out here and there. J. Cole's definitely gonna be making music here and there. The reason though why I said I was on J. Cole's ass is because one of the first songs that I heard, I don't know what song, maybe it's 2-6. I think it might be 2-6, which is the single that he put out, right? In the very beginning of that song, he was like I'll body your favorite rappers or something. Like, just look at all of the skeletons in my closet. And I was so annoyed off top. I said, Cole, please. Jermaine Cole, please. There's nobody's in your closet. Nobody needs to ask a rapper anything, because you didn't do anything when it was time. You didn't. So please just stop. So every time he was talking about something, oh, I'll kill a rapper, da da da. And let me tell you, really, outside of that, let me tell you the line that really pissed me the hell off, right? And it wasn't even on this album. It was on the mixtape that he did, right? He said pretty much like, I got to the mountain, or I climbed all the way to the top, and I didn't like it, so I jumped off to start at the bottom so I could climb my way back up, and I passed the majority of you niggas. The reason why that pissed me off so badly is because, first of all, let's be clear. It makes no sense for you to say, I was at the top and I didn't like it, so I jumped off. Let's stop right there. First of all, you was at the top for a long time. You didn't jump off any other time before then. You've been in the big three for over 15 years. And not once did you decide to jump off. No, you jumped off because you got scared. Be very clear. It wasn't because, oh, I didn't like the top, so I jumped off. No. You got scared, so you jumped off. But my bigger issue with that is, let's go with your theory, right? That you didn't like the top, so you jumped off. So my thing is, if you didn't like the top and your ass jumped off, why on God's green earth would you then on your next few lines say, so then I started from the bottom and climbed the way up? That does not make any sense. If you jumped off because you didn't like it, but you're now climbing your way up and you're already passing niggas, doesn't that mean eventually you just gonna hit the top again that you claim you did not like and jump the hell off? That literally makes no sense. It would have been better to say, I didn't like the top, so I jumped off and I went and I dove into the ocean. Or I went and I found another pole to climb. It makes no sense to say, I did not like the top, so I jumped off so that I could try to climb to the top again. Wouldn't that mean when you get to the top, your ass is going to jump off again because you don't like it? Stop playing in our faces, Jermaine Cole. I want him. Thank God this album is here. Thank goodness the fall off is here. Because I no longer want to hear these Port Antonio ass excuses for what it is. It's clear that you're bothered with how you handled that situation. It's clear that you're bothered by how people pretty much not portray, but like take that situation. And my only thing is, if you was truly at peace with your decision, you wouldn't feel the need to constantly come out and try to make excuses and try to explain yourself. When I make a decision on something and I'm dead ass set in it, I don't need to explain myself to no damn body. And even if I do, I'm gonna do it one time and one time only. I don't need to keep explaining to y'all shit if I feel like what I did makes sense. It's clear to me that J. Cole is not happy with the decision that he made. That's it. I spent long enough on the damn fall off. I didn't even care enough about the damn album. Okay? Now, let's move on to the Grammys. Okay, so obviously I did my Grammy, who I thought would win. I was right on a majority of my shit, but I want to point out a few people. Olivia Dean. I had always saw that girl's name, but I never took any time to look up who she is. But when I saw that she was, when I saw her on the screen, I was like, ooh, she looked like she got some black in her. And then I looked it up and I seen that she did got some black in her. I thought, ooh, okay. So then I listened to the song that she did on the Grammys. I think it was The Man That I Need or some shit like that, okay? So then I went and I listened to the album. I'm going to be real with y'all. It was okay. Like, to be quite honest, her music is like, it's not bad music, but it's nothing that, like, I'm jumping out the window for. Like, congratulations to her. I think she won for, like, Best New Artist. Congratulations to her. But it's very, like I was working while I was listening to it, right? And I'm like, okay, like, this is cool, like, background, walking through the mall type music. But it ain't nothing that's really sending me over the edge. And somebody said this on Twitter, and I would have to agree. To me, she kind of falls in line with, like, the other mixed race UK, what did the person say? Doo-wop. If it don't mean a thing, if you ain't got that swing, yeah. Doo-wop. Like, she falls in the line with all of those girls, because there does seem to be, like, a section of, like, I don't even know if it's R&B, but, like, kind of somewhat R&B, UK, biracial mixed girl situation. Like, I feel like I've seen a few versions of her, if that makes sense. But I thought the music was okay. I didn't understand, like, the hype around it, because I listened to the full album. Like, after the Grammys, I listened to every single album. I did not skip anything. What's the song that I do like? The song that I like by her, because there was only one song that I saved, and I want to make sure I give her 10s, because I really did like this song. The song that I got by Olivia Dean is So Easy to Fall in Love. I like that song. That song is cute. But anyway, shout out to Olivia Dean. Also shout out to Duran Bernard. I've known about Duran Bernard forever. I mean, if you've been online, you've been know about him. So happy that he finally got his Grammy. He deserved. I also listened to Bloom. Now that's an album. That album, Bloom, by Duran Bernard, that is an album. Do you hear me? He deserved that fucking award. That is an album. Bitch, I got the whole thing downloaded. So good. That's an album that moved, that I was, bitch, Yes, and of course he's gonna sing down. Like, one thing you ain't gotta worry about is him singing. It ain't the singing part. It ain't that part. He gonna sing down. But the songs, tip 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 on hardwood floors, ate that. Loved it. Oh shit, my phone fell. Hold on. Kalani. Wait, is it? I want to make sure I'm saying Kaylani. Okay. Cleaned up as she should, withfolded, deserved it, needed to, and my God, Leon Thomas, yes, sir. The Victorious cast really might be like one of the most like freaking like talented cast that we got off of Nickelodeon. Top tier. Everybody from that cast eats, bitch, eats down. Leon Thomas, he deserves. He been behind the scenes forever, you know. We know he got his Grammy for Snooze, you know, whenever that was, that SZA won. But I'm so happy that he's now being like literally recognized for his individual talent. I will say also though, right, that like him and Lucky Daye are like really competition. Like I really want to hear a song with Leon Thomas and Lucky Daye. I feel like that song would eat. And if you watch the channel, you know how much I love Lucky Daye. So Lucky Daye and Leon Thomas to me ain't even that far off from each other, like style wise. Love them both. My favorite song by Leon Thomas right now is off of his album Folks, baby. 5 more minutes. Like I'm missing you. 5 more minutes. 25, 5 more minutes. Listen to that song if y'all don't know. What a bop. That is my favorite song by Leon Thomas right now. Love it. What else happened at the Grammys? Kendrick cleaned up as we knew that he would. The only thing that I disagreed with was Kendrick winning a rap album of the year. I don't think that he deserved that. I think Clips deserved that. To me, the Clips had a much better album, like rap-wise, fucking songs-wise, all the other shit. I much prefer Clips album. I run Clips album into the ground. Do you hear me? I run the Clips album into the ground. That album is amazing. They did win, I think, for Chains and Whips or whatever, which that ain't even their best song. Again, we not going to get into the whole Kendrick Lamar is a Grammy darling, but Kendrick just opened his mouth. So I'm going to hand him a Grammy right now. We know that. Kendrick is a Grammy darling. People are going to pick him because they know the name. Not to say that GNX was not, like, impactful or whatever, but, like, if we just want to compare album to album, GNX is at the bottom to me. It's the second to bottom for Kendrick's, like, discography. At the bottom to me is Mr. Morale and Big Steppers. I hate that fucking album. But it's like Mr. Morale and Big Steppers at the bottom, and then to me GNX is like right there. Not that it's, for me, I don't like GNX, but I just feel like you won best rap album for something that's at the bottom of your own discography. I don't fuck with that. And the Clips album is at the top of their fucking discography. But that's neither here nor there. That's pretty much that on that. Yeah, I felt like, I'm trying to think if there was any good performances. Oh, I like Tyler, the Creator's performance. I thought that was really good, but he always does a good job. I don't like Don't Tap the Glass, that album, but I run Chromacopia into the ground. Like, that album, done. Like, it's ran into the ground the same way the Clips album is ran into the ground. So, yeah, really, really like that. Beyonce was not there. So, like, there went 99.9% of my books because Beyonce was not there. I didn't even watch the Grammys. I just like scrolled on Twitter all damn night and waited for performances to come in. I'm trying to think what else. Bruno Mars is still doing his Bruno Mars shit. Now, to be fair, I'm definitely getting tickets because he's coming out here and performing at I'm gonna call it Heinz Field because I don't know the new name of it anyway. The Heinz Field or whatever, so I will be there. But I'm just interested to see how this album works. I don't care that nobody else liked the Silk Sonic album. I love the Silk Sonic album. Again, ran that shit into the ground. And then obviously 24 Karat Magic, that album is perfect. There is not one bad song. And I love the fact, let me tell you what I love about Bruno Mars. I love the fact that Bruno Mars makes very short, concise albums. Because 24 Karat Magic is like 9 songs. The Silk Sonic album is like 8 to 9 songs. And this album that's coming up, because I got a pre-save, I think it's like 9 to 10 songs. We need to keep going back to that. Very concise albums. We do not need albums that's like 15 tracks, baby boy or baby girl. a good 10 solid album, 10 songs on album, bitch, that's all we need. It's all we need. Hold on, y'all. I dropped my dad on phone. Hold on. But yeah, that's all we need. We don't need nothing else. So I'm excited about the Bruno Mars album. Excited to see what happens there. Okay? Now let's move on to Bentio Bowl. Bentio Bowl, baby. I don't give two shits about the Super Bowl. I didn't even watch the game, but I know it was the Patriots versus the Seahawks. I was rooting for the Seahawks because Seattle will be my forever home. Like, I'm going to move to Seattle in, like, the next 2 years. And that's going to be my forever home. So, like, I got to shout out the home team, right? Shout out to Seattle. And I know they've won. But Bentio Bowl. Now, let me tell y'all about Bad Bunny with me. I don't know a lot of Bad Bunny songs. I know Titi Me Pregunto. I think that's how you say that, right? That's my song right there. What is it? DTMF. That song is cute too, or whatever. But yeah, I was super excited for the Super Bowl, right? I was like really excited. You know, as somebody that was born and raised mostly in New York, you can't tell me shit about like Latin culture. You can't tell me shit about Puerto Rican culture. Just a fun fact or whatever, my first cousin, her last name is married to a full Puerto Rican man. Her last name is Cortijo. Her son, who's only 2 years younger than me, and like I said, technically he's my second cousin, his last name is Cortijo, okay? And I grew up with with my cousins, like his father, like his side of the family, that's like from Puerto Rico. I literally grew up in a household with them. I talk about multi-generational family, where his grandmother, rest in peace, Miss Lucy didn't speak a lick of English. Listen to what I'm saying. Miss Lucy, may she rest in peace, did not speak a lick of English. But when I'm telling you, she understood for the most part what we said, and we understood for the most part what she was saying. Shout out to my peoples. That's why I be low-key feeling like I'm Puerto Rican, because those is my peoples right there, bitch. And when I'm telling you, I stand that, bitch, that really is my familia. Shout out to Lily and Liliana and Fausto and Faustito and Anna and Benny. Like, shout out to my motherfucking people, okay? So, when it was time for Bentio Bowl, bitch, I had my Puerto Rican flag waving that shit, okay? Those is my peoples. Go the fuck up. Also, again, as a New Yorker, there ain't no way you a New Yorker and you ain't got no type of run-in or ties with the Latin community. Bodegas every daggone corner, okay? Papi, let me tell you something. When I was growing up, the corner store that I have right there, we call him Papi or whatever, the owner of the store. That was my homie. You talking about being able to go and just grab shit and, oh, we got you whenever you get paid, or telling my grandmother when you get paid on payday, I'm good, or just letting you come in and you just taking a bag of chips and him not caring. Shout out to the Latina community. Also, when I lived in New York, my next door neighbors was Puerto Rican, and the majority of the Spanish that I know is based off of my next door neighbors, because that I literally hung out with them, grew up with them. So like that's how I know a lot of like Hispanic songs. Like, shout out to them, bitch. The telenovelas that I used to go over there and watch with them and they grandmama or whatever, I go up for my Latin people. Love them. Shout out to them, okay? But Bentio Bowl was everything. Loved the symbolism of the sugar cane. Loved him walking through and you see all the businesses. Baby, the shaved ice though, every day. One time, I need you to understand something. When I was in elementary school, not every other day, every single day that my damn daddy came and picked me up from school, because it was always my dad that picked me up from school, every single day that my daddy picked me up from school, there was a lady outside with some shaved ice, and I got the same damn thing. I'm not exaggerating. It wasn't, oh, every other time. Every time he came and picked me up, we went right there, and she already always had my shit ready because she knew what it was. She knew, okay? So, like, seeing shaved ice, like, that hit me personally. Seeing them play dominoes, that shit hit me personally. Loved it. Then, obviously, you bring out the bodega. Okay, we had Cardi there. I was really hoping that Cardi would, like, do I Like It or whatever, but I understand. We're going to get to her ass in a second. But seeing her there, but the crazy part is I didn't even see Cardi. The only person that I saw standing there was Jessica Alba. I was like, bitch, is that Jessica Alba? Is that Jessica Alba? First of all, Jessica Alba, when did you start claiming your Latin side? or your Hispanic side. Cause she be real funny style about that. And I'm glad I saw other people, like other Latin people online saying that, like, oh, so now you want to claim that. Cause Jessica Alba kind of dips in and out of when she want to claim that and when she don't. But I was more so offended that how you gonna be here at Bentio Bowl and you not pull out no honey choreography? Where was the choreography, honey? Where was it? Where was it? We didn't get that. But then afterwards, saw that Cardi was there, and I love Pedro Pascal. Y'all don't even know how much I go up for that man. I love him. And let me tell you something. When he died, spoiler alert, when he died or got killed in Last of Us, because I didn't play that damn video game, I promise you, the episode that he died, I have not watched that show since. I don't know what happened. I don't know who happened. Once he died, that was the end of the show for me. Done. Didn't watch it. Won't watch it. Y'all got me fucked up getting. How you gonna get rid of Pedro Pascal? And I'm tired of y'all doing him dirty, because y'all did the same damn thing in Game of Thrones. Y'all did him dirty. But that's my homie. Loved him. Karol G was up there too. Nice time. He did the whole bodega thing. Then what else did he do? There was a part where he like gave a little boy that was, I think, like representative of himself, like the Grammy. I shed a tear at that part. Where he was climbing up the electrical thing. I caught that before I even read that. I caught like the symbolism of that, because you know, the power, the electrical grid in Puerto Rico is like super out of date. They're always losing power or whatever, and especially like that last storm that came and did a number on them. Like, the symbolism was there, but I promise you, I got up and was screaming at the top of my lungs at the end when all of the flags came out. I was like, you better tell a message. You better tell a message. Come on, Bentio. He had all of the flags from the Americas. North America, bitch. He shouted out Canada. The last place he shouted out was Canada, bitch. Canada. Freaking South America, all of the South American freaking countries. He even shouted out Haiti and Jamaica and the Caribbean. Like, he did his big one. Tip, 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 tip. You did your big one, Big Bad Bunny. I loved the performance. I've watched it at least 4 times. Loved it, loved it, loved it. All you racist ass people, go suck a peen. Y'all too busy watching Kid Rock. I saw a clip of it, and this man is still doing bomb bomb da 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 dang da dong diggity. I said, bitch, we're still doing that song in 2026. You know what? I guess what else do he got? But the fact that y'all would go out of y'all way to watch a Kid Rock, mind you, Kid Rock, y'all couldn't even update y'all racism to somebody new. Y'all business. Y'all go ahead and y'all be bored. I had a nice time at Bentio Bowl. Such a nice time. He ate that performance. Shout out to him. 135 million viewers. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Like somebody said, I hope next year they do K-pop, okay? I hope motherfucking BTS and Cat's Eye. Ooh, let me go back for a second to Cat's Eye, because y'all don't know, but I genuinely stan Cat's Eye, because I watched the Pop Star Academy on Netflix. Like I told y'all, me and my sister sat here and binge watched the whole thing when it first came out. So I really go to fuck up for Cat's Eye. But I need y'all to stop performing Gnarly. That's a terrible fucking song. Why didn't y'all perform Gabriella on the Grammys? That's a way better song than Gnarly. Gnarly, I get like they was trying to do something different, but Gnarly is not a good song. Y'all should have did Gabriella. Anyway, back to my point. I hope that next year is BTS and Blackpink, okay? Blackpink in your area. I hope they're headlining the Super Bowl to make y'all niggas even more mad, okay? Loved it, loved it. Shout out to Bentio. Shout out. Bitch, I didn't even know that Zara. Why did I think Zara was the clothing brand? Why did I think that was a white lady? I did not know that Zara was like a Latin designer. I did not know that. Shout out to Zara. Who actually dressed him, okay? Okay, before we get on to the Steffon and the Cardi of it all, let me tell you something. I actually meant to wear my Breezy Bowl shirt so that I could be in Chris Brown regalia while I cursed him out. I really meant to put on my Breezy Bowl shirt because I really wanted to be in Chris Brown full regalia while I cursed him out. What was the point of that, Christopher? what was the point? Christopher just continuously disappoints me. You want to know what? It's nobody's fault but myself, because I just expect more out of him when I should know better than that. I should know at this point that Chris Brown ain't shit and that he's going to continuously disappoint me. So it's nobody's fault but my own. But during the Super Bowl, Chris Brown put out on Instagram, like on the stories, like, oh yeah, it's clear that y'all really needed me or some shit like that. And it's like, first of all, nigga, no the fuck we don't. We don't need you, because look at how well we've been doing. We don't need you. Second of all, what was the whole point of Breezy Bowl then? Why did I spend and waste my money and my time going to Breezy Bowl if you were still going to be this pressed? The whole point of Breezy Bowl was that you know and everybody else know that you're never going to get a chance to do the Super Bowl. So, because of that, you said, similar to what Jay said, I said no to the Super Bowl, except you didn't say no. You need me, I don't need you. Tell NFL we in the stadiums every night too. Whatever the hell he said on Ape Shit. That was the whole point, is that because you were not, or you're never going to get a Super Bowl, that you were going to go around not just the country, but the entire world and sell out stadiums, right? Stadiums. That was the whole point of Breezy Bowl. It's literally called Breezy Bowl. And the fact that you did all that, and I counted the dates on the back of my damn Breezy Bowl shirt, it was over 30 damn dates. You did over 30 dates across this damn country, and on top of that, overseas, where you sold out stadiums, and that still wasn't enough. Clearly, that still was enough, because you're still fucking pressed about it. The point of the matter, Christopher, is that you need to let it go. It's not going to happen. I need him to I thought he understood this. Again, which was the point of Breezy Bowl, that it's never going to happen. They are never going to allow you to do the Super Bowl. So you need to let it go. Trying to shit on Bad Bunny's performance. I know people are like, oh, well, it wasn't specifically. That's how it comes off, because it wasn't the fucking time. It was not the time. You could have said that at a different point, or you could have even just reworded it like, oh my gosh, Bad Bunny killed it. It's unfortunate that they won't allow me to touch the stage or whatever. I still would have said let it the fuck go, because it's not gonna happen. But all of that, again, your own lines. You hating from the club. How you hating from outside the club? You can't even get in. Let's go. Like, it's no point of you being a hater. And I also just want to say this to everybody who keeps saying, oh, y'all won't let him grow from what happened with Rihanna. If the situation with Rihanna was the only thing that Chris Brown did, and Chris Brown has been a stellar fucking citizen from then until now, I'm pretty sure at this point he probably would have given the chance to been on a Super Bowl, or at least it would be more like reasonable to think that he might possibly get it. But Chris Brown has been fucking up, excuse my language, he's been fucking up a lot since 2008. It was not just that one situation. We have the whole situation with Karuchi. We have him throwing chairs at Good Morning America. We have him with the whole colorist situation. It's not just a one thing. So I need everybody who keeps saying, oh, y'all won't let him grow from this one mistake. It wasn't just one mistake. That's the thing. Mike Tyson literally went to jail for R-wording a lady, right? And allegedly beating Robin Givens' ass. You want to know why the public as a whole has kind of allowed Mike Tyson to come back in? It's because since the 90s, he has pretty much kind of did a complete 180. Now, I didn't like the Make America Healthy Again ad that he did, because I don't like him aligning with them people. But the point of the matter is, take that off the table. When Mike Tyson rejoined and came back to us as a society, he was doing therapy, talking about how he's learned a lot. He's been way more zen. He ain't been getting into no shit. That's why he's been more accepted back into mainstream, because since those incidents, he has not continuously since the 90s been constantly fucking up. Same thing with Bobby Brown. Now, Bobby Brown is a little different because he ain't do all that, but I'm just saying, Bobby Brown, since the late 80s, the early 90s, he has been consistent in just staying and doing the right thing. That's the point. You have not. You have been fucking up consistently since that incident with Rihanna, which is why you won't be allowed back in. And my thing is, how do you expect to get anywhere and shit on the people that you're trying to get in with? That does not make any sense at all. I think it would be better if you shut the fuck up and keep your head down and be quiet. And then maybe, I still don't think they will ever give it to you, but you got a better chance of getting there if you shut the fuck up versus being critical of the same stage. You're being critical of the people that you need to be cool with to get on the stage. You think Jay-Z's ever going to allow you to come on now when you talking shit? Get your ass out of here, Christopher. And I'm sorry, I did an entire video on Breezy Bowl because I went to the one in DC. And I want to be very clear. I think Chris Brown, you know, he can put on a good performance. But at the end of the day, I told y'all, I was extremely, as an adult, disappointed in Breezy Bowl. I really the fuck was. So to be quite honest, ever since I've left Breezy Bowl, I'm not that pressed about seeing him at the Super Bowl. Because I was extremely disappointed in what the fuck I saw at that concert. Don't make me have to drag you, Christopher. Don't make me have to drag you more than I already did. Please. Get the hell out of here, Christopher. Anyway. I keep telling y'all every day and every time I do these what the fuck we talking about videos, right? I have notes. When I'm telling you, Steffon and Cardi's name has not left every time. They have not left my notes. When I go back in, because I just normally like erase what I talked about last week and I just updated with new things. When I'm telling you, every time I go in, the only names that I'm never erasing for the last month and some change, few months, is Steffon and Cardi. Their names have stayed right at the top. Because every time I come on here to talk to y'all, these niggas is in the news for something. But I'm hoping to goodness that this is the end of it, okay? Because, so, as we know, Steffon had all them daggone, got the charges against him, or was, you know, the whole lawsuit with the lady or whatever. And he's got some other shit since then. But the judge pretty much was like, oh, okay, well, we won't, like, you know, we'll finish this pretty much like after the Super Bowl. That's not what he said, but that's pretty much what the judge said. The judge said pretty much, oh, since you're going to the Super Bowl, we're going to let you do that, and then we'll handle it afterwards, right? So the whole game was funny because everybody on Twitter was like, baby, the cops is waiting at the field like this when it's over. Clink, clink, you going to jail. But anyway, so I knew that something was wrong when they saw Cardi. This was like a day before the Super Bowl. Cardi looked so damn good. But they asked her on the red carpet, they was like, so, you know, anything that you want to say to Steffon before the game? She said, good luck, and walked away. I said, oh, well, that's the end of that. And I know some people are like, how can y'all get like that? It's over off of that. Cardi wears her emotions on her sleeve. Everybody know that about Cardi. Cardi ain't got no problem telling you how she feel. And to go from, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, my man, to go to that, to good luck. Like, and it wasn't even just good, it was good luck. And she walked away. Baby, she was fed up. She was over it. Now, allegedly, there's a couple things going on. First, they said allegedly that she was mad because, okay, clearly Steffon got a bunch of kids, right? Bunch of kids. Him and Cardi and a whole bunch of girls was pregnant at the same time. But allegedly, it was said that Steffon wanted one of his kids, you know, to come to the game or whatever. But the mama wasn't going to come. The baby mama wasn't going to come to the game. That his mother was going to bring the child to the game. However, at the last minute, the baby mama was like, oh, I want to go. So Steffon got her tickets, but got her tickets away from, like, his mama and everybody else and had her sitting up somewhere. Allegedly. But her ass still made it down to the field and was still, you know, on Instagram posting like, oh, I'm at the game. So there's that part. And then also, allegedly, Steffon's best friend, was Offset's mistress and was allegedly pregnant by Offset when him and Cardi was together. It's way too messy, baby. Way too messy. So from my understanding, between all that, she was done. She didn't even stay for the whole game. She, like, stayed, you know, to do her little appearance for the halftime, and then she left. Allegedly she was gonna throw him this party that was like over $1 million. Didn't do that. You ain't see her post about this man one time. They don't even follow each other anymore. They're done. But I want to say, I am so happy. Baby, I think Cardi's tour starts today or tomorrow. I am so happy that we're getting this out the way before the tour starts. Because, baby, you need to lock the fuck in. So, I'm thankful that we didn't have to... We all knew that they wasn't going to last long. We knew that. I told y'all this a long time ago, that Cardi and Steffon was never in a relationship. They were fucking. They were fucking, and she just so happened to get pregnant. And she said, well, since I'm pregnant, I guess we could try to be in a relationship. But it was never a real relationship. They just was fucking. They was fucking, and she got pregnant. And then they tried to be in a relationship, and it just didn't work. So I knew it wasn't going to work. So I'm glad, though, that instead of us dragging this the hell out like we did with Offset, I'm very happy that it's over now. Like, let's just cut the losses now. You already got a baby by this nigga. We don't need to continuously be in a relationship with this messy ass nigga. You just got out of a messy situation. Let's let it go. Thank goodness. And now you going on tour? Amen. You need to lock the fucking, you don't need to be worried about no nigga anyway. You need to be worried about this damn tour. Now I'm pissed because there are no tickets left really for the DC show. I'm gonna figure out a way to get to this damn show, hell or high water. I don't care if I gotta take my ass to New York and go to Madison Square Garden, but I'm gonna go to this damn concert some way, somehow. So shout out to Cardi for starting this damn tour. I'm glad that her and Steffon are no longer together. Nobody needed to see that shit any the fuck way. Okay? Oop, there go my baby. Hold on. Baby, it's the way that I thought she was smooth knocked out. I literally did this entire video and she ain't coming here once. I thought she was clean knocked out because she was in my room laying down. Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much it though. I am going to be doing a separate video right after this about the ice and flip situation. We're gonna talk about it. But thank y'all for, being patient with me. Thank y'all for the prayers and the good wishes and the well wishes and stuff. And we back at it. We back at it. Y'all get in the comments to me, which I think about. Bye.